I'm Phoenix Wright, and I'm the lawyer who's gonna save Adobe Flash Player from destruction. I just saved a second time. I think I do this every time we save. My brain keeps wanting to tell me that February 24th is Valentine's Day.
Incorrect. So what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all,
The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed.
I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning.
We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. Oh no,
Plea bargains do exist.
it's true.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are.
Why do they keep splitting lines on commas? Ms. Sky, we found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belonged to Officer Jake Marshall.
What kind of trace evidence?
Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Ms. Sky?
You know what I hate? She's not wearing a shirt under her jacket.
We talked about this last time.
We did.
It's just a recurring source of
I
distress.
still hate it. And the fact that she's wearing a scarf but no shirt, I'm like...
Again, Mia did the same thing.
It's a look.
Hey, look.
So... She has less tits out than Mia, so I guess that's something. Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
No, I'll only do unnecessary things.
Yeah. Maybe that's how we play this game.
Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Lana.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
Hi. I'm judge.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office.
What?
Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain in both places at the same time.
Wait, did we skip something?
Nope, the judge did not say opening statement. Edgeworth just fucking jumped in.
Alright, but that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yes, you. Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Judge does an Emma impression.
Me, the jump from the judge to Emma is pretty difficult. Me overcompensate.
Wow, this is one messed up trial. You can say that again.
Every trial.
One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today, I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself.
Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things.
And definitely didn't misspeak.
Even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait?
He's like,
Very
hey,
well,
I
let the trial
back my ass
resume.
confidently.
But he looks like he is.
On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
The suspect? Suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Why are they bringing a murderer in here? Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. What did you expect, Phoenix? Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir.
Bro, what? So you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Much like myself.
Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir.
What? Why are you confessing?
Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is...
Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. How old is Meekins?
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir.
Oh, 1 second. I think Meekins
That's
like 20?
Pretty good.
22.
You're
You're
Baby.
a grown-ass man.
I mean, as a 20-year-old, am I an adult?
I'm 21 and I would consider myself an adult.
What do you feel?
I'm 21 and I'm baby.
Yup.
I
We have
guess
a
I'm
difference
the
in
only
opinion
one
going
then.
on here.
Officer Meekins.
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Yes, sir. As you wish. Haha, get it? It's like a Princess Bride. After all, I'm part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
This Meekins times Edgeworth now?
Oh,
Times.
Time.
What?
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
I'm sorry, I'm not over times. It's funny because I do sometimes read it that way internally.
Time after time. That's what it makes me think of. Sorry, I'm stuck on it now.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted suspicious man in the rush of the room.
Valid as Meekins.
I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you?
Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
God.
Jesus.
I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir. He knocked me inside the head, sir. I keep thinking about how he looks like Lupin the Third, and then my brain is trying to say Lupin the Third. I'm like, well, no.
I mean, all this
Very
time I
well.
thought it was Lupin the Third, so I know nothing.
The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What
Maybe
I
that's
need here is
character.
more info to work with.
Just Lupin the Third.
Crime Report, Sir, is the title of his...
Ah!
It's very good. Hold it! Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not? The GAD, one might say.
Yes, sir. In the GAD. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes! Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. He's wall-eyed here.
The Blue
What?
Badger?
Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the chief of detectives, sir.
This
Oh,
is
God.
I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir. Yeah.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
Yes.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh. So that's why you went to the evidence room.
Tell us, what did you see when you got there?
I spotted. We already read this.
Hold it! In order to enter the security room, the evidence room, that was just a different word. You need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right?
There it is! I found it! This is the one right here.
Could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir.
I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice.
Da-da-da.
Oh.
Oh?
Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room. And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time?
Sorry.
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Oh ho. Hold it! So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. A knife.
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into. What? Phoenix!
Ooh.
That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him.
My god.
That's how I got this gash on my hand.
Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be fucked up.
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
Dang. Hold it! What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir.
Oh
You should
boy.
talk
Man
it.
let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
Ella's isn't gay to see.
According to Meekins, yes.
I, see. Wait a second. You know what that means. He must have been desperate.
We already knew that. That's fine.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood, and then
Jesus.
the next thing I knew,
Yes?
he punched me right in my face, sir.
This is so sad.
This is extremely sad.
Hold it! About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh.
Fucking
right.
idiot.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is.
What the hell?
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now.
I'm resting easy.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered? No, really the victim. I tried. He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins?
With regard to that, sir. Take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell.
Why?
I like that it still has the Japanese on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, so does his
They're
armband.
like
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're like, fuck, we can't localize this. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir. Also VHS in the year 2016.
You know it. The
I think
chief?
it's 2017 at this point.
Yeah, that's fair. Delivered it?
What is that? Videotape?
God.
Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Objection! What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
You should not be a police officer then.
Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Police officer, period. A cab.
Amen.
Well then, let's have a look.
That's
The judge still.
Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
I
I'm
was
sorry
about
I get
to.
thrown off when they switch.
That's okay.
Oh, please stop using that word, murder, sir. It scares me.
A video of a real murder? Just what are we getting ourselves into?
Sir,
Snuff films.
Phoenix,
Oh god.
this is a horror film, actually.
This is, yeah, that's terrifying.
This is like Five Nights at Freddy's vibes.
Oh my god! Five Nights at Blue Badgers. They really said, oh shit, we can 3D model now.
I really hate this.
God. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
It goes on.
God, I hate this.
Oh no.
Okay, we're just
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
pan away from that.
Convenient.
I think it's auto, but yeah. Great.
And there it is.
How did he leave then? Without being seen?
Is this
Magic.
looping? Okay, thank God. I was like, don't you...
That's how I feel too, Edgeworth.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
Oh my God.
I don't know
What
if
the
that's
hell
exactly
was
what
that
I was
wriggling piece of plywood? Swears in court.
What the fuck?
What the fuck was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir! It's the Blue Badger, sir!
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? God.
Yes, well, anyway.
We don't have time to unpack all of that.
This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of,
Sorry.
activity did take place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins? I actually just don't want to see that video again.
Yes, sir, as you wish, sir.
Mystery man,
Mystery man?
take me by the hand.
Please don't
Take
take
me
me by
to
the
lunch
hand.
land.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
Just gave the same testimony like 4 times.
What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. We're not changing the rules of the game now, apparently. Shockingly.
Wow.
Just the mechanics.
Yeah. Hold it! Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter.
The ladder? But you were standing right in front of
I
him, were
think
you
you mean
not?
the
Don't you mean
stepladder.
the step ladder?
Sir, it's gay to see, sir.
Oh my god!
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see? Me too.
Mood.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
You kind of have to do that in your profession.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it.
Please don't.
That's not enough.
Hold it! But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me?
You're testifying, I think.
If I had to
basically.
label your stares as disturbing or...
Meekins!
Not disturbing.
Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please, be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir.
You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. Hold it! About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
You call
No,
ID.
sir, I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past.
Bruh.
They only responded to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to, unless he had their fingerprints.
Exactly my point, sir, and this too.
This is perhaps a weird question, but if you made a mold and then, like, made it in a 3D imaging program, could you just 3D print someone's fingerprint?
Most fingerprint sensors detect that it's like a living hand as well.
I was gonna say, it's gonna detect, like, the, electrical impulses from your hand, so...
It's like using a phone
No.
screen.
What if
Exactly.
You made a photo and stuck your hand inside of it.
If it was conductive, it might work.
Fingerprint glove. Hold it! How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Okay, that's not related, but thank you.
For
I
the
guess.
record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
Damn.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
Hold it! However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir, if I may say something, sir.
You may not.
Okay.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock.
A hand that was not attached to a face.
And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir.
Oh my god.
My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it.
Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video?
Watch this again.
Is there
I
a
mean-
problem, guys?
Yes!
I don't remember the video, but yeah.
Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Objection! Don't make me watch that again. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Right?
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
God damn it.
He would
Here
want
we
me
go.
to point it out. I
mean, it's
can't just say shit.
unbelievable.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Can we please not? I will now play the security tape.
Sorry,
Lord.
guys.
Alright.
Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
So we have to catch it as it goes by.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
Hello,
That's why we've had the technology to have a video.
We have the technology. You can
I
do it,
wish we
Mr.
did.
Wright.
I wish we did. So we've spent so... Never mind.
Oh, man.
It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video.
Oh, that's nice.
Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
Me
It's a
too.
you problem. Shut up.
How did this guy ever become a police officer? Jesus, that was savage. Emma.
You're in court. You're supposed to be representing
Now
your
then,
precinct.
Mr. Wright.
Get your act together.
Please enlighten us. Where's the contradiction that indicates the man may not have been Detective Goodman?
It just did that, I'm sorry. Well,
No,
guys...
it's all good.
I'm gonna move this
Time
mouse
to
out of the
find
way.
it.
I have... What is... Okay, I have the power to pause and fast forward and rewind.
Wait, the light is on. Doesn't that mean it's open?
Oh! Or it has been recently opened or something?
Perhaps it
Yeah, and
did.
that's before Goodman goes to it. Or Goodman goes to it.
Amy continues to fucking save our asses.
Take that! The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. He's the thing that's strange about this video.
Yep.
Officer Meekins?
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. Let's analyze Gumshoe's locker for a second. I see.
Wait, who's the... Was that a woman? In a photo?
Yeah.
Oh?
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. I'm begging you to stop playing this music in court. Yeah, we see it. I'm gonna lose it. Do not play this whole video again, I'm begging you. The entire court is just fuming.
Why are you showing this video again? It's really fucking cursed.
When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker. Let's rewind to a little earlier.
Must
Phoenix,
we?
I'm gonna kick your ass. He's moonwalking.
That's cool, but like...
Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Damn right it's lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle.
Do you like that?
I did.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. I feel like Phoenix says that so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. Objection! But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor?
God.
Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor?
Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Ooh.
There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. I feel like it's the thing that fell out as soon as the locker got opened. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this.
Look, if we wanted to do a Five Nights at Freddy's play.
I literally have the game Five Nights at Freddy's on Steam. We could.
I actually don't want to do a Five Nights at Freddy's.
I also don't because I would have to be the one controlling it.
That's fair.
Yeah, the paper that falls out. Right?
Uh. I'm sorry for that.
Sorry that all of us immediately imitated it.
Take that! Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. My god. Hey, there's no music now.
God
Thank God.
bless.
Serious business only.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened. I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my car door, sir.
Objection! We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Stop showing this. I'm begging you. It's actually not so bad without the music.
True.
Yeah, that's true, but also, like, it's still so creepy.
This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir.
Bruh.
Odd.
That
Instead of the door closing.
But the object would have had to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Like rubber? Like a glove?
Oh.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene,
There just might have been something that fits the description. These are timed Meekins lines, I'm sorry. I think I've finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was the insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
I wonder... Take that! I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
What?
He squeaked.
It would appear so. Order! Order! Order!
Oops.
So, are we to believe then that the victim, whom the witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection! Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Oh my god.
Oh, sir, me, sir?
And I think his final testimony is gonna have to be watched later.